Hi there and welcome. Slava Borisov, co-founder and CEO of BidVita. And today I'm going to give a demonstration how BidVita works and give a quick tutorial. If you're here for the first time, we're excited to have you. You can sign up for a 15-day free trial, no credit card required, and you'll have access to all the features for 15 days. So what makes BidVita so special and different? BidVita is the world's only estimating software that requires no takeoffs. We use an artificial intelligence technology that's fully packed that takes pricing in real time for your situation, your scenario, and your location, and within 90% accuracy gives you a real-time pricing. And that's why we ask try for 15 days for yourself compared to a couple of your projects. An average project takes about 6 minutes from login to finish to a full completed bid. And on average, we're seeing a lot of our users generate 10 times more projects and reducing estimating time by 95%. And the 95% reduction in estimating time, if you're an estimator, it's really designed to actually enhance your job and use this as a tool. Where right now there's a lot of estimators doing a lot of administrative work, doing the takeoffs, and not doing the analytical work where maybe they have 10 or 15 bids and they could really analyze each project a little bit more in depth. So that's really what this is designed for if you're an estimator. And this is designed, there's no training or implementation that's needed. And this, the way you see it now, it's super easy to use. You don't have to download anything on your computer. You don't need any training. This is actually the only training that you'll need is in this video. So let's log in and create a quick project. As you can see, the interface was designed with the end user in mind, making it super simple. So if it's your first time, you've never been in construction, or you're a seasoned vet, but everything's made super simple. If you have any project that you've estimated, so I have my dashboard here, which is beautifully laid out. I'll have my edit button for my projects. I have my location, my costs, my plans. I could download my plans. I could also email my plans. I could also download my bid here, and I could also email my bid. So I could email it to a client, I can email it to any team member in real time, and when the project was created. So let's create a quick bid. So I'm going to create a retail project. In Century City Mall in Los Angeles, and the zip code there is 99067. And I'm a general contractor, and if I select I don't have plans, it's still going to geo-target that location using our proprietary algorithms and current awarded projects and past awarded projects, as well as an artificial intelligence giving pricing in real time for labor and materials. So without plans, you'll still get a bid that's generated on current market values, which is still very accurate within 80 to 85% accuracy. If I do have plans, it's going to give me a more accurate number, and I could upload my project here. So Century City Plans, retail. I'm going to upload. And while I'm uploading, I'm also going to get a questionnaire for retail projects. It says, do I have my complete set of plans? Sometimes the owners or even a general contractor does not have a full complete set of plans. Or in this case, say we have a retail project, they already have a restroom that's existing. It's not going to require any, for example, any plumbing plans. So I'm going to say, do I have my complete set? I'm going to say no, but I do have my mechanical. I do have my electrical, and right here, we're not going to need any plumbing for retail because the restroom's already existing. So I'm going to select no here as well. And I'm going to go next. And here where it's going to populate just a couple quick questions that's going to target and even give you a more accurate number. It's going to ask me the scope of the project, it's a tenant improvement. And I'm going to say it's a new space. It's inside the mall, Century City. It's on the first floor. And the storefront is new. And the HVAC units are existing. And right now we're targeting from 500 square feet to 5,000. We're going to expand this dramatically, but as our algorithms get smarter and our AI gets better throughout the period of time and the plans are being generated through it, it's going to get even more accurate. So I'm going to just put in 1,500 square feet. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to say I have just basic finishes on this project. And I want to generate a 5% profit margin. And this is the part where your project is being reviewed, it's being analyzed, and we're using the artificial intelligence and it's targeting that specific location you selected and based on the questions that you provided. And we're using our proprietary database, gives you current and past projects. So that's really how the entire process works. And this is done nationwide. We took every single city and every single major construction area, and it also calculates for each and every single scenario. So, for example, we thought of every single assumption, there's every single formula, every single thing that's already assumed for you. So, a lot of times, when people say, well, how do you know if it's accurate or not? The best part at the very end, every single owner or every single franchisee or every contractor, they'll have full autonomy over their project at the very end to edit it, because just because you have the most accurate number doesn't mean it's the winning number, right? Maybe the client has different needs on economics and they want a lower price. So even if you have the best number, you might have to trim your number by 5 to 10% to win. Or say the client doesn't care about price, they just care about high quality. So you'll have that option. That's why we left it up at the very end, full autonomy to the user, but we still provide 90% accuracy on every single project. And you can see we're completely done with our bid. And let's go through the really quick on the bid preview. This is how your bid preview is going to look, and you can look at it. We selected site conditions. We had no demolition because it's a new space. And you can see here, you might wonder, well, why do I need concrete, which I need my core drilling? It's going to be in a mall, right? Or saw cut. And it's going to be a furnish and install because you're going to need your CAD 5 or CAD 6. A lot of contractors actually missed that little light item where at the very end they have to add that. So we've accounted for every single scenario. Just because you don't have plumbing doesn't mean you don't have saw cuts in your project. So we could scroll down here, and we remember we didn't upload any plans for plumbing. This will be 0 to furnish and install that item. And then you can see your total cost of your project, your price per square foot, total calendar days to complete this project, total inspections based on your city and your municipality and state. And then you'll get a pricing target, and this is what I was mentioning earlier, you'll have full autonomy. So say I'm a general contractor, I want to be more aggressive on this project. So I could select low. And then I'll get to my actual final bid, and this is where I could edit a project, I could edit a line item, I could delete a line item, I could add a line item. So let's, for example, let's add edit a division. So let's come back and say that the mall owner says, look, actually we forgot to tell you, you're going to have to demo the ceiling. So you could put demo ceiling and say this cost, you got a number back, roughly is $3,500 in the mall. So you could see demo ceiling, 3,500. And then say you later come back and the client says, you know what, I want to add a drinking fountain, which is going to be extra plumbing. It's not a lot of plumbing, but still you want to add that line item just in case so you don't miss it. Say it's 2,500. And then it will be reflected here. So, and also I could adjust my calendar days and my project total cost. So say now I want to edit my days. I can do it more aggressively. Say I'm going to edit it to 35 because it wants to meet the client target that they selected. So now that we've added the plumbing as well, say we need to add a underground inspection for that drinking fountain, just that one line, that condensation line or whatever the case it might be. I could go into here and I could say rough plumbing inspection. Just add one here. And I'm done. That would be reflected here as 10 as well. Here's my 35 days. Here's my adjustment on the price, total inspection. You could see rough plumbing inspection here. And then you could also edit your qualifications and exclusions. Once you're done, you could hit Finalize Bid. And you could see here, you could export your bid out. Once you export your bid out, it's going to give you a beautiful, clean proposal with all your divisions, your descriptions. Remember, we made this demo ceiling plan at the last minute. The owner said they wanted us to do it because they're not going to do it. It's there. There's also our plumbing, the drinking fountain that's being installed. And there's our 35 days. Remember, we adjusted it from 42 to 35. And then also we added a rough plumbing inspection because there's going to be one line that's being added for the drinking fountain, which is going to require, say, an underground inspection. That's being added, being reflected here from 9 to 10. And then also your qualifications and exclusions could all be edited as well, are going to be shown here. And it's going to give you a signature page and a nice exit page for your client. So it's a nice proposal. Then you'll have the option here. Either you could email it to your client directly or to anybody on your team, and you could put their name. You could hit edit or email bid, and that bid is sent out. And I'm going to show you how it's going to show up in your inbox as well. And it's going to give you this beautiful bid here. It's going to give you the price. Here's your estimate, Century City Mall, sincerely. And then they'll open up that bid the same way you saw it in the export. Say the client comes back and says, hey, I want to make some edits. I totally forgot. You know what? We're actually going to do provide the electrical package. You guys just do the install for it. That's not an issue. You could come back into here, electrical, and you could say lighting, our owner provides lights, install only. Then you could adjust this appropriately. You could get with your electrician, say, this is a couple days later after the project's awarded, say now this goes down to 21,000. So then you can see this is being reflected here where it says owner provides lights install only 21,000, and everything else, the number here gets changed. Your calendar days even get adjusted now that you don't have to provide the lighting here. You hit finalize your bid, and then you could go back to your dashboard, and this is where you see your version 2. Remember, we had our version 1 here. We adjusted for the lighting. You can see this price being reflected here, and this is version 2 of the mall. And then you could I could download my bid again if I want to, and it's going to show version 2. You could email it, you could save it, or I could email that version 2 directly, say to the client again, or to any team member I have. And then it will be, I'm going to show you really quick how it's being shown in an email that's being sent. So you can see here, it's your version 2 bid estimate, and it gives you your project, it gives you your V2, which is your version 2. Again, super simple to use, and this was designed for anybody who's super experienced or someone who has no experience. So we made the design, there's no training, implementation that's needed. This is probably the longest video and training video that you'll have, but we just went through the entire process. We actually edited a bid in real time. We made a revision to a bid, but it's really designed to be super simple to use. We look forward to having you guys on the platform. This is definitely revolutionary. It's never been done in the space, and I guess the best comparison before leaving I want to make is, it's where we had our Blockbuster video and Hollywood video when we used to physically go get DVDs and VHSs. And then Netflix came and streaming services came and people said, how is that possible? I'm going to sit on my couch and get everything I want there to my TV, right? So it's the same kind of type of concept. I think a lot of people are going to have a challenging time getting over that artificial intelligence can actually help if we use it in the right way. And construction is meant to be simple and easy, and the real work needs to be done on site, and it doesn't need to be done administratively or with complicated takeoffs. So hope you enjoyed the demo. We look forward to having you on the platform. Thank you so much.